Hi guys, welcome to our May Q&A session. As you can see, Kokori is very excited to answer questions. Most of the questions are submitted through Patreon or my public Facebook page or my Instagram. Whichever you want to send questions to is more than fine, or you can always leave comments in my YouTube videos for the previous month's Q&A. And one of the questions was asking how Kokori is doing, and as you can see, she is very fine and very affectionate and giving love. I have another dog too as well, which her name is Ari, and she's a Pomsky. And these guys kind of spend their time running around and playing and just enjoying each other's time. Okay, Coco, we can make out later. Hey, you okay? Don't want you to fall. So yes, she is very happy and healthy as you can see, and just living her life, being Kokori. And Ari is very happy and healthy as well, so thank you for asking about them. They are definitely my children, and always will be. And we'll just let her roam around now so that I can answer other questions without someone making out with me during. So as I said, a lot of the questions come from Patreon, Facebook, Instagram, the works, the other YouTube videos. I am going to try to get through as much as I can. If I miss any, then please message me and let me know. Or if you have any additional questions, and like I said, anytime I post about the Q&As coming up, leave your comments in whatever post I do for that. Or you can just leave more additional questions in the comments for this video. And the first question that I have is, what anime are you watching right now? And the anime I'm watching right now actually isn't new, but it is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. I have watched it in the past previously, but I decided to rewatch it, and it's still amazing and still very graphic. And I am enjoying it as much as I did before, and a lot of people are kind of confused, oh, what's the difference between the regular Full Metal Alchemist and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood? And Brotherhood is actually a lot more based on the manga, whereas the first Full Metal Alchemist kind of went off on its own little thing and has completely different characters involved, and it's good, but it's not as good as Brotherhood, personally. Second question is, what do you wear to sleep? What I wear to sleep in is actually normally just like a tank top and like some bikini bottoms or something, just something comfortable but not too much clothing so I don't feel smothered or anything when I'm trying to sleep. Do you miss your previous job? It depends on which previous job. I guess in every job I miss the people that I worked with more than anything. But the actual jobs themselves, although it's not like I'm saying any of them were like bad or anything like that, it's just doing what I do now is a lot less stressful. And I feel like it's easier to be myself now, if that makes sense, as opposed to when I was doing previous positions or anything like that. I feel like I can be more open with who I actually am now, so that's always a plus. Is there a particular reason why you put the star tattoo around your belly button? So, when I was in high school, I actually started putting Sharpie around my belly button. So, before I had a tattoo or anything like that, I would put little dashes like all the way around my belly button. So, close to what it is now, except instead of arrows, it was just like little lines in each direction. And I mean, I always was a fan of my belly. I felt like it was one of my best features, like growing up, and I always wanted to accentuate it. And that's just kind of what I wanted to do. I thought it was missing something, so I would put Sharpie on it. And when I decided to get my tattoo, I knew that's where I wanted it to go. I wanted something to be there because, frankly, I was tired of trying to get ink poisoning from using a Sharpie marker. Favorite body part on myself, I would probably have to say my eyes, just because I've always liked them, even though physically I'm pretty much blind as a bat. Like, if I don't have contacts or glasses in, I literally couldn't see 2 feet in front of my face. I can see colors and kind of sort of blurry shapes, but not really anything distinguishable. But I've always liked how my eyes look. Favorite breakfast, lunch, and dinner. My favorite breakfast would probably have to be the egg and cheese croissant sandwich from Burger King. And it's literally just exactly as it sounds. It's egg and cheese in a sliced up croissant sandwich. It's really plain, I know, but they're really delicious and kind of expensive now, to be honest. I remember when I used to get them, they'd probably be like $1, and now it's like close to $4 or like $5 or $6 if you get a couple of them. My favorite lunch would have to be probably like a crunch roll or something. My favorite sushi place is Masa Sushi, which if you're in a different state or something, that doesn't really help you, but that's probably where I would want to get it at. A crunch roll is pretty much just like tempura shrimp with like cucumber or sometimes avocado wrapped in the rice and sushi. Favorite dinner would probably be chicken Alfredo. And I've been asked before, like, where is the best chicken Alfredo? And in my opinion, I actually make chicken Alfredo, like, really well. And it takes a while, but that honestly is my favorite chicken Alfredo, to be honest. Favorite toppings on pizza. So I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate about this, but I honestly really like cheese pizza. I know that's very plain Jane, but that's just my personal opinion. I definitely don't like pineapple or anything, and I will settle for like pepperoni pizza if there's not just cheese pizza available. But if I had my choice to order, it would definitely be cheese pizza. And my favorite pizza place is Streets of New York, by the way. Strangest thing you have eaten. The strangest thing that I've had to eat was there was a place in California that I had. It was pretty much just like marinated octopus, and I'm not knocking the people who actually like it or anything like that, but that was probably one of the weirdest things that I've ever put in my mouth. It on the outside, because of the marinade, it didn't really taste bad, but the texture in its own and the feeling of it, it was wrong. There was nothing good about it. It was entirely chewy, and it's not on my list to try again, personally. My favorite toy growing up. That's kind of a difficult question because I feel like I was growing up around the time that like the Super Nintendo was really big and like the PlayStation started coming out a few years after that. And we just always had like gaming systems in my house. And obviously I had like some toys like Legos and other things that I would play with, but to be honest, one of my biggest pastimes was playing video games. So that would probably be considered a toy, I guess, would be gaming consoles. My most desired superpower. That would probably be like some sort of like mental power, whether it be like mind reading or mind control or something to that extent. I think it would be really cool to see what people are actually thinking about what's going on, or maybe be able to say things in a conversation that might end up a little bit better so you don't have to humiliate yourself or something. Place I want to vacation. I think my for sure vacation spot that I wanted to go to was I've never been to Japan. And I know that's very nerdish to say, but it actually is where I would want to have a vacation. I just really want to go there and experience it for myself. I feel like there's so much going on there that I would want to see and witness, and the culture just sounds amazing. It's, I think, the number one, like, most polite place in the world. And living in America, that's really refreshing to hear. Among the never-ending conflict throughout time, which are cooler, pirates or ninjas? I'm gonna have to go with ninjas. Pirates are pretty notorious and have some pretty wicked catchphrases, but I think I'm gonna have to go with stealthy assassins. Favorite non-domesticated animal? So, my favorite animal in general would have to be bats. Like, I'm a bat squee, fly through the air. And for a while there, that actually was my dream job. I wanted to actually research and study bats and maybe go and work at like a conservatory or something for them. I just think they are amazing, and a lot of people think of them as like rats with wings and stuff like that. And yes, some do carry rabies, but a lot of them don't, and they need protection from everyone and humans and everything as well. So I think that would be pretty cool. What nationality are you? So the simple answer to that would be I'm a mutt. I am a mix of a whole lot of different groups, and most of them technically just lead to I'm white. That's not really that hard to guess, but I'm French, Italian, Irish, Scottish, pretty much a million things that just equal that. And I think there's a little percentage of Cherokee, which isn't really that uncommon right now. And my mom always swore up and down that I had some Egyptian in me at some point in time, and she always said that's why I have nice eyes, but that was never proven or written down anywhere, so I'm not sure if she just made that up, but that's as far as I got. I think I might do one of those like 23andMe at some point in time and see what it actually comes up with. I think that would be pretty cool. Do you watch RWBY? I have not watched that as of yet. It is on my list of anime that I need to watch. I haven't gotten around to it. I'm not sure exactly why. I normally go with just kind of slice of life or like slightly fantasy based, but it's definitely on my need to watch list. Which is the favorite character from your current season of anime that you're watching? Um, I would say one of the newer seasons that I'm watching would probably be How to Keep a Mummy. And my favorite character from that is a little dragon character that flies around. It's definitely the smartest one of them. And Kokori's trained to eat my stuffed animals, which is pretty normal for her. Hi. Hi, Silly. Sorry. So, yeah, the little dragon from How to Keep a Mummy is definitely probably my favorite character from that. And I would love to have a dragon that was like that, that would fly around and get me snacks. What are your goals in modeling? My goals in modeling is just to get as good as I can actually get in modeling. And I think a way to test that is when you look through all the images in a set that you do for like a photo shoot, to have more of them that you look at and you're like, this one's usable, this one's usable, this one's usable, and only have a couple in there that you're just like, that's garbage. No one wants that picture. And I feel like when I very first started modeling, there was a lot more images that just weren't usable and you would kind of luck into like 2 or 3 like really good pictures, but the majority of them would just not look good, or like the position was weird or something. And I find the longer I've been doing it and the more photo shoots I do, I will look through the entire set of images and there be good ones right after another. And I think I want to just keep improving on that so that you can look at every image in the set and you're like, I can use any picture in here, and that would be astounding. Where do you want to be in 5 years? To be honest, that's kind of a hard question for me because I feel like where I wanted to be 5 years ago is completely different from where I am and what I'm doing. I feel like I'm constantly changing and trying to evolve and accepting who I really am as a person. And I feel like I'm starting to go more towards who I want to be and be real with myself and actually strive for that. And I'm not exactly sure where I would even want to be in 5 years or where I might end up. I know I want to be alive, obviously. I still would like to be modeling, even though that is technically kind of ancient in terms of modeling age, but I would still like to be doing it because it is a passion of mine and it's still very nice. I do intend to start actually streaming me playing video games soon, so that would be nice to actually still be doing that as well. So pretty much just anything that would lead to me pursuing some form of passion or hobby of mine and actually sticking to it and trying to make it a reality. That's where I want to be in 5 years. And that's all the questions that I have. If you guys feel like I've missed any questions, I really try not to. I try to go into each thing that I've posted on and get all the questions before each video, but if I missed anything, please let me know. And if you think of anything that wasn't addressed or you have any other questions, comment when I do my monthly post about the videos. Or like I said, do it down below and just add any questions and I will put them on the list to answer in the next month's video. And like I said, I am going to start trying to stream here in a little bit. So that would be just random video games that I have that are very like nostalgic. I know I want to start streaming Crash Bandicoot, maybe some Resident Evil games. If you have any ideas of what you would like to see me stream, let me know that as well, and I will definitely try to get in there for that. But I am going to start trying to do that so you guys can see just once a month. But I am going to end this video for now. Thank you so much for joining me and sending me your questions. I had a lot more questions to go through this month than I did last month. Keep it coming. Send me multiple questions if you feel like, and we'll go through as much of them as you want. And Kokori is still here. She's still joining me. If you want to see Ari in another video, let me know and I'll try to get her in here to see if she won't attack me as viciously as Kokori did. But let me know what you guys want to see, and I will do my best to try to get in there. Just as a reminder, thank you so much to my Patreon supporters. I'm so thankful that people even care to go on there, to even see some of my kind of random blooper pictures that I have, and also sneak peeks before I post anything on social media. I also do post some Patreon exclusive pictures that won't be put up on social media. So if you are interested in seeing any of that, then I do recommend going on Patreon, seeing maybe if there's a tier that you want to join to see what you want to see. But thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you guys next time. Bye guys!